This account executive got fired 4 months into her job, and she posted it on TikTok, and it went viral. The reason why she posted was because Cloudflare, her old company, blamed her performance for the termination. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you why that's a bunch of bullshit. Forgot to mention, using their own earnings calls and statements by the CEO.
We have an important meeting today. We finished our evaluations of 2023 performance. This is where you have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. So I started August 25th. I've been on a 3-month ramp, and then it was 3 weeks of December, and then a week of Christmas, and then here we are. I have had the highest activity amongst my team. Since I started, I have had 3 contracts out, done a really great job managing my deals up until the very end that decided not to close last minute. So I don't think that makes a lot of sense for me in my Cloudflare journey here so far.
Even if I didn't know software sales, buying a Prius still probably takes a couple weeks to consider, right? So let me just make sure I understand the situation. You took 3 months to train an AE to sell a software whose competitors are Amazon, Google, and Akamai. And then you gave her the last month of December to try and go like knock down on some doors to convince Ford or Audi to like buy something that's worth like $3 million a year. And you think it's her fault that she couldn't sell that when nobody's even in the office for like Christmas and New Year's.
Also, every single one-on-one I've had with my manager, every conversation I've had with him, he has been giving me nothing but I am doing a great job, I have had great activity, I have really great meetings, I'm picking up the products very quickly, and things have been going really, really well. I make really great relationships with my clients. So I disagree that my performance hasn't been, I haven't met performance expectations when I certainly have, just because I haven't closed anything officially.
By the way, off script, but this is the reason how I know that Cloudflare's internal leadership is rotten as shit. And this is a really good example how late stage capitalists can breed incompetence at the top. I want you to think about this for a second, right? So when things are going good for you and your company, everyone shares in the reward, and you pat yourself on the back for making the right decisions and resource allocation, investments, and shit like that, right? It doesn't matter if the sales team had a great quarter 1 month, or an engineer bailed you the out of some enhancement or some shit, or an analyst saved you some money. Like, you're all one big happy family because you're all reaping the benefits of each other's labor. But when things are going bad, all of a sudden, then as a leader, you have to find the reason why your ship sunk, and it has to be somebody else's fault. Everybody doesn't share in the responsibility of something not working, right? And it can't be your fault because all you do is make decisions, which I think is ironic because like you can literally fire somebody for having 3 weeks to sell something while simultaneously going on public to tell the world, oh hey, yeah, like the reason why our stock price is down is because our product takes 8 months to sell.
Also, why are you doing this and not my manager? We've never met, so this seems a little odd that my manager has no idea that this has been happening and the director has no idea that this has been happening. So I'm just definitely confused, and yeah, I would love like an explanation that makes sense.
I just want to point out, HR didn't even know who she was until today, and that her direct managers didn't know she was getting fired for her performance. But I don't know, leave it up to the CEO to wake up at 2 a.m. to double down on the fact that like firing this many people was business as usual with some misleading numbers. Quoting, firing 40 out of 1,500 is a normal quarter. Oh, and by the way, we can tell within the first 3 months whether or not a sales hire will be successful at Cloudflare. That's not what you said in your earnings call, Matt. You laid off 12% of your workforce. That's roughly 100 people. And the reason is because your go-to-market strategy to target small and medium businesses didn't work because your product is inferior to Google's, and it throttles web traffic for mom and pop shops trying to sell shit online. And by the way, if you didn't understand any of this shit, all you have to understand is that one person at the top made a decision about a strategy for the company and went on a hiring speed to try and execute that shit. And when it failed, the only people that suffered were the people that he or she hired. Again, not a good look waking up at 2 a.m. to double down and say it's always the worker's fault and it's not the decision maker's fault. But it's pretty fitting. When you think about it, people at the top always get a second chance because they're always the ones talking to one another about how the company's going down is everybody else's fault but theirs, even if they don't know how to do anything at a company.